Problems.
Oh, problem. Problem I do. Yeah. Yeah, I said something in that rhyme. I don't know niggas got it though.
Yeah.
And Mercurio, you know what Mercurio is? It's not Mercury.
It's not Mercury?
Nah, Mercurio is that, what the fuck was that? Remember that orange shit you used to put in your cut back there?
It's your boy, Shakespeare Rock IT, and you are listening and watching the Shake 'em Up podcast. On my left, I got the sensational
Queen Watt, the comedian in the building.
Woo! I have the lyrical assassin, his delivery, the passion on the mic, and intricate.
Yes.
Wordplay is insane.
Yes.
Put your hands together for the one and only Cuban Link.
Yeah.
Woo!
Brother.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Long ride, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you here, bro.
Thank you for inviting me, man, to the Shake 'em Up show.
For Shake 'em Up podcast, that's right.
You want to shake 'em up, we shake 'em up.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Queen, what's going on with you? Everything's all right?
Yes,
You got
definitely.
that?
Everything is calm on my side.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be in the building, sitting next to this legend, this hip hop legend.
A lyrical assassin.
Oh my gosh, and definitely for the Cuban community, because my grandfather, he's from Cuba, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
come on with the Cuban side, come on.
So it's a good thing, you know.
That's one thing about us, though. We did make, like, you know, black folk, even white folk come out and be like, yeah, I'm a quarter Spanish.
Yeah, no,
Quarter
for real.
Puerto Rican.
But people
Quarter Cuban.
Yes.
It's good to know your heritage, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you might not know. You
Where
know
you
what
from
I'm
originally?
saying? I was born here, but my dad's father is a Cuban descent.
That's right.
And
So you got that beautiful black skin?
yes, it's just a mixture. So it's so dope. And I did a little research on Cuban links, and I don't know if it's true, but they say you're from Havana.
Cuba.
Yeah, I'm from Havana.
Okay,
Placa
okay.
Cerrada was the block.
Queen, you been to Cuban sandwich?
I was born over there, too.
Yeah, said he was born over there.
Yeah.
Said he was born there. So
Okay.
a person like myself, I've never been, right?
I never
And
went back, though.
You know,
No.
back, but,
I want to go back.
but you've been there. What age did you leave?
Five
So
years
do
old.
you have some memory?
Yeah, I got memories. I got some traumatic memories,
Right.
too. Like, you
I can
know.
imagine.
Because Havana is very, well known for the beaches, the classical cars, right?
You know.
Why is it so classical? Why the cars are old?
Because, I mean, they went through their political hardship, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, America, when Fidel took control, America put the embargo on them. You know, so embargo means basically they can't do business with neither America or neither Americans' friends.
Right.
So the Americans' friends are, of course, the biggest dogs in the world with the money, and you know, they would, you know, third world countries. They would have to do, you know, negotiations with them when they want to sell their tobacco, their sugar.
Right.
So that put a, you know, big dent in their economical growth throughout the years. So basically, the shit looks like 1957 still because niggas ain't having to get no guap. You know what I'm saying? That money wasn't coming like that, and Fidel wasn't really.
Right, Fidel was on his gangster stuff, like.
He was.
He was, and he was going into other countries actually helping. He went into Africa and helped some. I forgot where it was.
Congo,
the Congo or something. He helped them defeat. You know, the evils that were over there.
Yeah, no, he was still with revolution.
Yes.
Hands on.
But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? He would do that type of stuff. He was that type of dude. He was like the liberator, part of those.
Revolution.
But yet at the same time, you got a communist country where people are starving.
Right.
You over there helping other people out. Nigga, help your shit out.
It's a fact.
So you over there, why? Because you really, really want to do that? Or you want to get that, notified, like, you want to be that notoriety.
Right, no. Okay.
You want to be categorized as the savior, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. But you got to take care of home first.
That's
You know
a
what
fact.
I'm
I
saying?
agree with that. How could you take care of anything else before you take care of your main place? How could your place be good?
Well, he did good, though. He did a little bit good. He ain't gonna front. You know, you got to respect the man. He put a lot of pride in the Cuban people. He made everybody, like, work for their stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You definitely got the same education everybody else got. So a doctor will be a bus driver in the daytime.
Got you.
But they got that education.
Fidel did a good job helping Mandela. I don't know if you know about that.
He did a lot of things. Farrakhan, he got a relationship. When he came here, he used to go to with Farrakhan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was his security. He spoke. He had that relationship.
The other day, somebody hit me up on social media. They wanted to know what lessons can a group learn so they can work together to ultimately build an empire. Like,
What lessons?
what lessons can you teach that group coming up, a hip hop group? And you see, because you guys control that airways back in the 90s.
Start with morals, you know, as a man, you know.
Yes.
That's definitely the foundation, you know what I'm saying? What kind of individual you are, you have to have that loyalty. You have to have that honesty, that integrity that the rest have. If you're gonna do it like that, unless you're all, you know, snakes, then, you know, snakes can make shit happen too. You know, it's just, you know, the qualities of that and the vision.
What
The main
would
thing is
you,
the vision.
right now, what would you tell young Cuban with the information that you have and the lessons that you learned today? What would you tell young Cuban differently?
Coming up in the game,
Right.
watching you,
Right.
and then they say, you know what, Cuban?
I could tend to my business a little more, like I knew, and I didn't do
That's my
it.
next word. Yeah.
And I didn't do it because the trust, you know, the trust and the stupid shit. You know, we come from the hood, we come from the same block, so you don't think your man gonna do you dirty.
Right.
You know, that part, you know, was definitely, I mean, it was good intentions, but I was expecting too much loyalty and too much truth from somebody that was, you know.
I know what you know what I think it is? I think a lot of times when you possess a certain type of way yourself, like when you're a loyal person and you know what you would do for individuals, sometimes we think that the individuals around us carry those same principles, have that same energy.
Especially if it worked, like if you come together and you make a beautiful statement to the world and all your expectations that you had or superseded everything you had. So now it's like, well, this is a great moment that we you know what I'm saying, we got to this level. So I think, you know what I'm saying, that part is like, okay, damn, niggas about to struggle no more. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no need for the you know, the backhanded stealing. You know, acting like, you know, we a team. You know, we already showed that unity creates this kind of energy, and what this energy did. You know what I'm saying? It took over the world, and it made the world listen to us.
That's
right. And we come from the hood, we come from the bottom, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it was that kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of blinded me.
Right, that's deep. I like that.
And my expectation, you know, expecting people to do certain things that you want them to do.
Are you recruiting any new blood out there in the Bronx? Be part of the team? You see anybody? I got a good friend.
I love working with people, man. I love working with people.
I know a guy in the Bronx, pretty smooth. I don't know if you know him.
I just don't want to put people ahead of me now.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
That's one thing.
That's true.
That's one thing I would have told myself too back in the day. I put a lot of people ahead of me and make sure they shined and expecting, you know, to be each other's crutches. So when they take flight and they grow them wings and I help build them when they come back and they like, oh shit, the bird flew away.
They said that you're
I'm like this in the roof.
Bingo.
They said you're a Sagittarius.
Coming back.
Is that true that you're a Sagittarius?
Yes, I am.
December, what, 16th? 18.
Same as DMX.
I was going to say that. My dad's the 19th. All the important men in my family are freaking Sagittarius. My dad's a Sag, my daughter's father's a Sag,
we got some energy,
and my grandfather's a
My
Sag.
family too. Shout out to them.
That's a fire sign, so you come with the fire.
We
And you guys are pretty dope. Like,
Yeah,
the
we
Sagittarius
creative
is pretty
philosophers.
dope. Yes, definitely. They know
Jay-Z's
a lot.
Jay-Z's
December 4th.
Salute to all my Sagittarius out there.
Shout out to the Sagittarius. I love you guys.
The best sign in the world.
Oh, here we go.
Best sign.
Oh my
I'm
God.
a Leo. Thank you, Cuban. The Leos are
You
ready.
cannot have.
Now it always goes back to the individual. Come on now.
It does.
You know
it
that.
does.
But we do have that
But
special
y'all do
energy.
possess, yes y'all do, and y'all have a
Special
special
edition,
planet
too.
that runs with you guys. I believe it's Neptune, and it's a planet of good luck and gifts and givers. So it would be certain situations that maybe some other signs might be in and might not have that little extra sprinkle to maneuver through it the way a Sag can maneuver through things.
Sagittarius.
The half man, half beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hungry like a horse. Goddamn boy now in here. Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
You're single, really? Are you interested in dating, especially with COVID going on right now?
You know, of course, you know, companionship of a woman is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to.
So ladies, he's on the market, ladies. Cubans out there.
No.
He's a little Spanish.
No, because it's always a headache and shit. You know? It's always a headache.
That's a
And I've
fact.
been through my relationships where it's like, yeah, I got my kids, man.
Right.
They be for anything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this mission I got as far as like getting back into music, now, picking up the pen and pad again after like 10 years of
Yeah,
really
like what
serious.
made you? What made you at this
What's the
stage in
music
time?
right
You know,
Like,
God got a lot to do with it, you know, the
Okay.
energy of God, you know,
Okay.
that beautiful energy.
So
there.
what inspired you for right now?
Just the path of life, the way I was, you know what I'm saying, that did certain things, that led me to pick up that pen again. And when I picked it up, it was really like, oh,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Therapeutic.
it went back, yeah. And it's also, when I say God, it's like also taking that burden off my shoulders
Right.
and the anger that I had, you know what I'm saying, for other individuals.
Gotcha.
For me speaking the truth and them doing what they do, and they get rewarded
Right.
through things, and that fucked me up for a minute. 16 years to tell you the fucking truth.
I could imagine.
So, I put all that behind me, and you know what I'm saying, got back to my music, and now it's fun. Now it's back to the,
You're ready to create some stuff.
yeah, back my creativity's on 100
That's
now.
dope.
So,
That's dope.
you know what I'm saying, and, the maturity level also of my pen got better, the message, not cursing as much.
Okay, that's nice.
So things like that, and really, putting that positive message out there, still creating some hot shit though.
Especially-
Not just being,
Right.
like positive messaging.
Right.
Whack ass
No
shit.
kumbaya circles over here.
Yeah. I wouldn't get to kumbaya, but it's
You gotta
it's
still
about
mix it
the craft. It's
Right.
about putting music together. Still, it's about you feeling what you're
So what do you think
saying.
about the hip hop today? You
I
think-
feel this is everywhere. I feel
everywhere?
it's fucking yeah. It's
Do you think the South and the West took that away from New York City in a way? Or-
they never could take anything away. It's just where the business go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the business people are in power, they focus on a certain region that they
Right.
want to probably break through because they get more money of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hip hop. Everybody gets
Right.
a turn.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? It goes to where New York, of course, you already know what New York does. New York from now, from the beginning of time was that flavor, was that swag,
Right.
was the one.
Right.
That we had 20 MCs in the same state, and we all sounded different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that creativity was always in New York. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a lot, of rappers that sound the same. So
Yeah,
now
that's
it's a
what
cut
I'm
and paste
saying.
game. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. It
He
is.
went PC on y'all
did,
real
right?
quick.
Yeah. I mean, they sound. That's the thing. We had different morals, man. We had
Right.
originality was a plus back then.
Mm-hmm.
Living what you're saying, it was a plus.
Right.
And representing.
Not being a snitch, man.
Oh yeah, the snitches are the biggest gangsters,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
So and they, it is what it is, man. I mean,
I'm gonna put my
strippers
favorite-
are the queens.
Yes, they are.
And I love strippers, but
I like them too. They really do good jobs when they're at the club.
This is why that's my logo. It is the girl on the pole. Stripping. That's what I do.
I mean,
Okay, no, we love them. We love
when I
them.
go to certain places, I tend to go to the strip clubs. Like when
I
I
love
was
the
in
strip
Atlanta,
club,
I was
yeah.
in a strip club.
Me too.
I love to see a nice.
I grew up in a strip club.
Absolutely. We spend our money in Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that when you get a little older. See, I got a daughter though now, so
Right,
I'm
it's
doing
different
that. So now I'm looking at this shit and I'm like,
Right, though.
you start publicizing that shit. I remember when I first seen the first stripper in 42nd Street. I cut school and shit when I was like 5th grade.
Oh.
And I went to 42nd to play games and shit.
Right.
And that shit was dirtball back then.
It was
That was filthy.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah.
you got the 3 Chinese movies that you get for like $5.
Yes,
Right.
And then next door will be a peep show for 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I kind of like looked and I seen that chick with like, she had a thong on. And I guess she was working on there. And I looked, and I was like, I was like probably like 12, 13. And I looked out, I was still staring, and she looked at me, white chick. She said, "Get out of here, boy!" I remember I ran and shit. But it was taboo, it was underground. Now,
Right.
it's
It's
the
out
top.
there.
It's like you have to, if you want to be a female rapper, you have to go through the process of, you know what I'm saying, being a stripper first.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
That's what
Then
it's- that's what it
and that's
seems
what's not good. It's not a good thing.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
Especially for the babies.
And like rapping too. Like you gotta have an hour, you have to get locked up and get shot up
Right.
to even have a
A wild
successful.
story with you.
Would you make a song with A Bully?
Oh yeah, I'll make a song with anybody that won't mind making a song. I mean, I love energies. They all got their talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, they're whack or anything.
Right.
It's just they got their
It's
talent.
the state of hip
I love
hop.
the
We're talking about the state of hip hop and where
Right.
it's at, basically. We're not taking away from any of the artists that create what they create because they're making music for somebody to listen to. They have listeners.
Right.
You know, and these young kids, they have their own type of style and what they consider to be music and what they
But some of
like.
the OGs be saying like, oh, they're not rapping about
But that's what they were saying when
Right.
we were coming up. The older generation would say the same thing. So I think
But
as
I
we
know
get
Biggie
older,
Pac or Rakim or Cuban Link, you know what I mean? So,
you know what? I mean, some of them do know. Some of the kids, young kids, do know. They actually take out the time to whoever's dealing with them. It depends on who's kind of like
It's the money though, man.
right, and they don't care.
This
They'll just take anybody. What's the name? Seen those two kids in the wall. They never rapped before. Kid and Play, not Kid and Play. Chris Cross.
Chris
Chris
Cross.
Cross, right.
Yeah, that was made up. But you could
You
tell
know
though.
what
You could tell they were because that's when money and corporations
It's like cartoon
trying to
bubblegum.
carbon copy something.
Mhm.
You know, not to say that their music was whack, because it was dope.
They were dope.
They were dope, but there wasn't
Genuine. It wasn't.
It wasn't
They're
the
not
avenues
Milli
of
Vanilli.
us.
When they tried to become them, nobody wanted to hear about it.
Yeah. 'Cause
When they
hip-hop-
wanted to, you know,
And
do
hip
their
hop is
truth.
part of the bottom, man. That's what it is.
Right.
Poverty, you know, the block. You know, New York relates. I mean, other states can relate too. You know what I'm saying?
So do
The
you.
ones that make something out of nothing.
Mhm.
And some of them,
Right.
they were like even Drake. Drake was already acting. I mean, he was an
Yes.
actor first.
Yeah,
That was his
yes.
love. That was his passion.
Yes.
Then you found out he was dope and lyrically, gifted later when he put that to. But
And he's half Jew, so he had a good connection going on from the start.
yeah, but it's hard for us. It's hard for us, and I
It
never.
is.
Right.
Very sorry.
It's hard for us to buy into his whole.
I know because
Shit.
it's so
But
like.
definitely he's talented.
He is
definitely.
talented.
Give me 1 second. I want to let you guys listen to one of my favorite songs by Cuban.
Let's
And
do it.
I want to ask Cuban about this song too. So
Okay.
I'm going to play it right here.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
I got
Let's
some
do
new
it.
shit, man. Too.
Yeah, we wanna hear some new shit too.
Listen,
We gonna get
listen,
to it.
listen to your boy. Listen to the music. We'll come back.
Oh, man. You gotta go back to my Flowers for the Dead shit?
No, this is not. This is.
Oh,
This
okay.
is.
Oh,
Okay. Yes.
okay, that's a new joint, okay. Not new, but that's recent.
Okay.
Oh, this for the youth, yeah, this is my transition. One love, one blood, sitting up above. Yeah. But when it's time for you to go, you're leaving.
All right.
I
All
represent what
right.
I believe.
Woo! My man
I
Cuban.
love that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a little, that's for the,
wow.
that's like my little children's story right there.
Yeah, well, that's
So,
awesome.
and it
Without
shows
the kids.
maturity,
Absolutely. But it is true.
growth.
Family, kids.
And he showed
Did you know
lyrical shit.
Junior
Yes,
was
I
in?
do.
Did you know Junior was in the end of the video? Did anybody?
Yes, later
Rest in
on.
peace.
He was
Right.
like he used to go to 158.
Was that by Prospect? Was that
Yeah,
Prospect?
over there where I live at, my neighborhood.
Yeah.
He used to go to that school. I seen him. He's at the end of that video. You actually see him jump on
Really?
Yeah.
into the fence. Cause I was recording in my block, but it was
Rest in
like it was
peace.
recess outside. So I'm not recess. I think it was a gym
Yeah,
class.
gym time.
And they was out there just chilling like kids. And I wanted the kids' ambience to be in the
Angel.
video.
Right,
So I told him, yo, come on. And then, what I'm saying, because the teachers was there, it'd be like,
right.
I look crazy, hurry.
Like,
To the
who's
teachers.
this guy?
Boy.
Yeah. So they did. They came to me and said, you can't talk to the kids. I
What's the
said,
new music you know right now? You said.
I'm working on my shit.
Yeah, working or something.
Right.
Some
Some
fire.
real
We're
fire.
seeing you
Experience
all
with
over the
Venom?
place,
Yeah,
so.
I'm going universal. I'm doing the Spanish. Well, the English album's gonna be called Missing Link.
Okay.
Yeah, the Missing Link. Been missing out the
You
game.
have been
That's
missing.
right.
The lyrics has been missing out the game. The reality been missing out the game. So that's perfect for that.
So you say you do a little reggaeton, you could.
And I'm doing that. Not reggaeton only though. I'm doing a Spanish album too.
Oh, that's
A
dope.
whole Spanish album
The
though.
whole Spanish
Ooh.
drum.
Yeah, I'm
You
doing
sure?
all. Yeah.
Seguro.
Seguro.
No pasa nada. Okay.
Yeah. I gotta give them to
Poquito
that.
español,
Yeah.
not todo.
Yeah.
But my best friend, she's Dominican, and she speaks like poquito English.
Mm-hmm.
I speak poquito Spanish, but we,
Picado, a little picado.
we get together so well, and we understand each other.
Listen, when
My
I came
version
here,
is
I didn't know
Spanish.
English. I didn't know English, man. I used to live on 163rd and 164th and
Right.
Sheridan Avenue in the Bronx. And as soon as I got there, my fucking best friends was black. They didn't know, I didn't know English.
Right.
They were just like this. I was like this.
Yeah.
And them niggas held me down,
See?
and we used to play,
Yeah.
Skelsies, all that stuff.
And she's teaching me
So I learned the
stuff.
whole shit,
Ansario.
Eso, que cojones es eso? En serio, en serio.
En serio, yeah, okay, en
Serio,
serio.
serious.
She says that all the time. She be like, en serio.
Oye,
Say it
ya,
again.
pero que tú estás hablando en serio, en
¿Qué
serio.
pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Sí, calla, ya.
La
La linda se está
And she
poniendo.
tells me she does
La linda, era esa linda chocolate.
Claro. Sigue, tío.
But yeah, but I always knew like fluent Spanish because my household, you know, my mom's, my pops, and my sister, we always spoke Spanish.
That's nice.
But you know, I was definitely one of them little, the energy in Terror Squad that made them, you know, even Putney. He would told you like Cuban, you know, when he needed a word, yeah, it's you know, he'd tell, how you say in Spanish? Like,
Right.
I'll be the you know, the dictionary.
Okay, that's dope.
So yeah,
So tell me about Big Pun.
yeah.
Did he teach you how to be the local assassin that you is right now?
No, we came
Because I know he has a book of like that.
Nah, we came together. We inspired each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was Triple Six, myself, and then Pun. We had Philip Clips.
Shout out to Triple
And the
Six.
sick one, you know what I'm saying? So we just I loved hip hop once I started learning English. You know what I'm saying? In 5th grade, I was already reciting the Run DMC's
Oh, okay.
on a mission rhymes in front of the class.
Right.
In front of the class as a class project.
Like this
and
is
shit.
homework.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's always you know how to make you do a project like
Right.
use any whatever poetry,
Right.
music or whatever you want to do. I chose rap. You know what I'm saying? And I took a rhyme that we on a mission by Run DMC and I made it about crack. Because crack was a big epidemic when I came. I came like 85 over here, 86.
Yeah.
So you had the abandoned buildings, you had the zombies walking outside. So crack was
Bronx
that.
and Brooklyn was crazy at the
Right.
time.
Serious.
Yeah. So, you know, our school did a little project. You know, some stop crack and shit. Put it out there. It was around the time they put spray painted. You ever seen? If you go to FDR, when you do that turn, had crack is whack on a handball court. It was just graffiti. Anyway, that was when they did that.
Right.
And it was crazy. It was crazy. Crack epidemic was going nuts. And
Did you
I
ever do
chose
graffiti?
that. Nah, but I used to dabble in like in my
Breakdance?
notebooks. You know, a little bit.
OG.
I touched all the
What do you say, man?
I touched all the elements of hip hop.
Okay,
a
that's
little
dope.
bit.
That's dope.
But I really stuck to my MC, my writing.
I mean, you know, you were definitely in alignment since 5th grade for you to be reciting Run DMC in front of the class
Right.
and using
And I used
music.
to write like Coochie Rap's verses after I heard them. And then, you know, my people used to write Big Daddy Kane's and Rakim's verses. And we used to
Okay.
battle like that. Like,
Right. Oh,
it's
okay.
better than G-Rap, you know what I'm saying? So we used to do that. That was our, you know,
That's how y'all
start.
get creative and kind of like
And then-
exercising and
Yeah, it gave...
lyrical exercises.
And those were the founding fathers in my mind, you know, in
That's
my
dope.
penhood. You know what I'm saying? As far as my penship and people that I was striving to either, you know, set the bar or not. If I ever touched that mic, I would have to be like that. Like,
Do you see any of your children being into music?
yeah, my son, man. My son
Okay.
was 23 years old. My son started doing his thing when he was like 12 too. He got it by himself. So he sings, he raps, he records himself.
Nice.
He's a one-man gang.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
little Link. Yeah.
To see like your kids.
He got a
grow
song with me.
into-
I actually got a song with him.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That's nice.
So is that gonna be on the new stuff that
Yeah,
you
the
do?
new stuff.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
beautiful, beautiful song. It's about Cuba actually.
Oh.
It's about Cuba and it's deep if you're Cuban, but it's beautiful for an international
Anybody else?
song.
Right.
And it's lyrical shit. And it's me giving you a piece of my heart. About Cuba though. I'm describing Cuba like a sexy woman.
I want to hear it because I've never been, and I want to go.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't one either, remember that. So I wrote that song. It's called
Based on-
Cuba Bella, like beautiful Cuba. And I definitely want to go over there.
Because they opened it back up, right? It's opened back.
Yeah,
That shit be closed and open. That shit is like...
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
closed
one
it.
minute it's
Yeah.
My
open,
brother
one
was
minute
just
it's
there.
closed.
Yeah, he just came back.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends had went out there and she had posted. I was like, oh, word, Cuba's open, bitch.
Yeah, but you gotta go over there on some like... I forgot what you gotta do. Like, you have to go through a certain kind of...
Right, different.
Yeah. I forgot what it's
Situation,
called.
When
yeah.
they're making it harder on
You have to go
so-
through. No, it's always been like this. You have to go through, like, unless you got family there, then they gotta ask the government. Or you gotta stay with them in their house.
Mission, and quarantine, 14
But if
days.
now you have to go through like a school. It's a program. It's kind of
Cause
a
like the
program.
family I got don't know nothing about me over there. They be like,
Yeah, I don't know shit either.
I don't know you.
I don't know. Yeah.
Where you staying at, girl?
Nah, they're very welcoming over the special.
Oh, okay.
If you're from out here, they love you.
Oh, that's dope.
They're gonna hate you in the pockets, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
But-
only right.
But it's real.
I'm over there in the U.S., you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask I'm gonna move to a relationship question, Cuban. I want to ask my partner, what is the most important question to ask on a first date. Cause my boy went on a date the other day. He said, "Yo,
Chicks?
That's what I said, yo. I said,
I think the most important question to ask is, what do you want? What are you trying to do? What do you?
you have to be honest with that.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Right.
You want to just have sex? You're looking to get married? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? A good time? What?
I'm gonna ask her. Listen,
Yeah, but I mean, usually
But
when you
not
go on
like
a
that.
date though, you trying to look for a relationship. Though.
That's some
Like,
people.
that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, do
You're
your
trying
partner
to
know you're
look-
single?
Mm.
I'm gonna ask those questions. You have to ask the right question. Incest is incest, and would you like any cousins?
Incest.
Incest. You know what?
Fuck.
Okay, because listen, I let my homeboy told me his girl left him
For her cousin?
for her cousin.
That's disgusting.
Escúchame, tío.
That's disgusting to
Escúchame,
me.
Yeah,
To me, it's
that's
disgusting.
something.
I don't, ugh.
I mean, that's taboo.
That's taboo.
That is taboo.
Right?
That is taboo.
That's another episode. Yeah.
That
Yeah, that's bloodline.
I mean, I'm dating younger.
I mean, some people do have that type of family with like
Right.
a million of them. And
Right.
They get lost.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know, and then if you're already like
Right,
fucking
right.
each other,
Right,
like,
right.
later on you
Do
find
that,
out, yo,
right,
that's
yeah.
my cousin. That was we cousins. It's like, damn it.
But if they know.
Pussy good.
But,
Right.
right.
You got nigga. Yeah, so it's like.
Damn it, girl! Don't
Yeah, but I
leave.
never,
Yeah,
nah. I came here when I was, like I said, we was 4 deep when we came that boat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Me
wow.
too.
We came, we was
I
4
came from
deep.
Haiti. Let me tell you.
Oh, Haiti.
I'm from Haiti, right?
Haiti.
Listen, Raphael
Haiti.
came to pick us up in Haiti.
Uh-huh.
Went to pick up people in Cuba.
Okay.
We went to Puerto
Where you
Rico.
came?
1984. I got my record.
Oh, wow,
since
yeah.
about-
So I came in 1980, the
Remember
Mariel.
80?
Mariel, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
The Mariel boat lift. Well, everybody, all the criminals, like Scarface.
Oh, shit, yes!
I
Yes!
really came from
Remind
that.
you.
I was 5 years old and
Yes!
the boat was called the Orca.
Yes! Mi tío right here.
We went to, from
Yeah.
Havana. It was the Embajada de Peru.
Yeah.
It was, and then we all snuck in. Because there was so many people trying to leave that, we snuck in whatever. And then after that, it took us just like Scarface.
Right.
They went in a bus, remember, sanitation.
Yes.
Sanitation. Like we went from Key West, we landed in Key West.
Wow.
And then we went, they took a bus, they chartered buses straight to, on the 95 in Miami, which they had the camps set up already, like the fenced in, so you could debrief us.
Bravo.
So you already know Fidel threw the motherfucking, he opened the jails up. So he threw the criminal niggas to get rid of resistance in Cuba. So that's how he got slick. So the nigga he opened up all the jails. and you got families, kids,
Right.
regular families. He snuck them in. He was like, they all snuck in through that. So you had crazy shit. The whole ride was
Right.
crazy. It's like, criminal niggas.
Right,
like,
right,
niggas
right.
are sick in their head,
I know,
mentally
man.
challenged.
I'm just thinking like you
rapists.
as a 5-year-old, like what was
My
the
father
thoughts
held
going
us down.
through
He
your
was my
head?
hero. You know what I'm saying? My
Okay,
pops
so
was
daddy held you
my
down.
pops was locked up too. That's how he
Oh,
got
so-
in. So that nigga, they opened the jail. That nigga said,
We out of here!
that nigga Jesse Owen straight to the crib. Got my mom.
Did you mention Scarface? You still got a Scarface tattoo there?
Yeah.
Wait, who's in your right or left?
It's my left butt cheek.
Were you-
Come on, nigga. Something was right here. Yeah. No, Scarface. I got Scarface there
Here's
for
the
that
water.
reason. Because for that reason, of course, that was a gangster movie that changed
It
life.
definitely
You know what I'm
was.
saying? But it was like a story. I related to it because that was definitely my favorite movie. Because it's just not that it depicted a drug dealer that came from that
Right.
movement, but it caught a time in life
The
where I
wild
came
story
through.
for me was
And they made a classic out of it.
That's right.
Zelda Blanco.
Oh, Black
When
Widow,
I
I love
seen
her.
her, when
I
I
was
seen
like,
her,
yeah.
when I seen her documentary, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her. Queens.
But there's another lady that they talk about from the Bronx. I forgot her name.
They had a lot of
Like this-
La Reina del
This
Azul.
Queen Pen.
No.
They had a lot of queen
Bronx,
pins, man,
yeah.
kingpins. I could have chose that role, man. If you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But good morals. My parents, they always believed in school. We came here to get freedom
That's
and
what's
get
up.
the education, and that was the first thing. That was priority when we came here. So I did go to school. Graduated
principle.
college.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
that's the immigrant mind.
Y'all
though,
hear
my nigga.
this,
We
y'all?
come over here for
Y'all hear
opportunity.
this?
Claro.
So
Graduate
later on is when we
Went
get
to
close to
college
the
and
crazy
stuff?
bullshit. America does. The hood.
Right.
And I went to college for 1 semester, and that's when I made my choice. Either because the music was popping, and that's
Right.
when we met Joe, and Pun's career was looking like it
Looks
was.
like you did the right thing. You followed your heart.
Yeah, but it's part of me that I also wish I would have got continued my studies too in
You could still
college.
if you wanted to.
I ain't going back.
can do online classes now.
But I know my son is he's got his bachelor.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so I'm
But
sure.
that's you right there still,
Right,
you know?
So, yeah.
That's
So,
dope.
we definitely, that's important, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's-
Congratulations to your son.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, my son's Prince.
That means you're doing awesome with him and
Yeah.
the kids. You're doing an awesome job.
Their baby mothers are great. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Raising
good.
them. And, yeah.
Anybody particular that you're looking at, like, oh, I would love to work with him, maybe make a track with him right now that caught your soul?
Nobody cares no more, no.
Right.
Nah.
I mean, I want to show the world me.
That's right.
Fuck that. I'm selfish with my shit, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I got a point to prove.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they're welcome. Don't get me twisted. Like, I'm a type of
You're an
writer.
independent artist right now, right?
Yeah, I'm independent. CLK Entertainment, about to do something. I gotta do it.
How do you
Life
like
taught me that the only way I'm gonna make it in this shit is for me to do it myself.
How do
That's
you
right.
like the independent route right now?
I have to do it.
I know.
So at the end of the day, it's like it would have been beautiful, but it's better. It's better.
For
It's-
you.
The hard part about it is forming that team.
Yes, it is.
The
Getting
team.
that
Yes.
team. That is for
Yeah,
everybody in
absolutely.
the independent world. Is getting a good team
Having the
together
right
to help
people around
with
you.
marketing, to help with this, to help with
Yeah.
that. Cause you're one man army can't do everything.
But it's okay. It's okay because you know what? When you do it,
Yes.
that's how the Bad Boys was built. That's how
That's
the
a fact.
Rockefellers was built.
That's a
What?
fact.
That's how the, you know what I'm saying?
Learning.
Sony's
The
was
more
built.
you do, the better you know.
And
the
and
better you
that's
are.
just my cards. I
Yeah.
know that. I can't depend on something. I
That's
would love
a
to
fact.
part, but it's not just saying that. I definitely want to do the CLK Entertainment
Right.
independent route, but I want to partner up with, when they see the
The work
power-
ethics that you're putting
the
into
power
this
and the
and where
consumer.
you're going,
As
yeah.
far as like saying the music,
Mhm.
that we still got a lane.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's right. Because at the end of the day, green is the only thing they care about.
That's it.
And that's it. And that's I become. It's only right. All these years as an artist in the industry, now it's time for boss time.
That's right.
So we gotta be
I
your own
agree.
boss, and but the hard
And you were
part.
born to be a boss. You're
Yeah, boss is
Sagittarius.
here.
But I had to go through.
Go through your steps.
You have to follow the
Yes.
leader sometimes.
Sometimes.
No, most of the time to learn.
Well, that is a fact because somebody did it before you. So who better to teach you how to do something than
Right.
somebody that did it before you?
That
So-
and life.
Right.
Situation,
Exactly.
life will teach you after all
The
the
L's.
years you've been in it.
The learning
you know
else.
better.
Absolutely.
Those
So-
learning L's.
Yeah.
I remember I heard a story, we went to a Jay-Z party. We went by yourself, like that.
The DMX
It was a DMX Blizzard party?
And then Jay-Z talks to me.
Yeah, Jay-Z talks.
Yeah, that's
But
what-
the thing is though, right, I brought that up because I see myself just like you. Okay, that's the way I used to move. Like, yo, I'm gonna go a certain way. I'm gonna come into this party. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna introduce networking. But it went to a different situation. But
Well, no, I mean, I used to pop up and shit like that. I went over there. I think me and Angie and what was it? Mary J.
Okay.
Mary J was
shut
there.
up.
Yeah, so I went with them on some love shit, and plus DMX my nigga, so I went
Right.
to his shit.
Right.
And then Jay was there, but we had a little thing about, what I'm saying, like he had heard that niggas was mad about a certain situation. It was source money. He had did a mixtape song. He had said something about fat niggas. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was no internet, but niggas heard it.
Right.
I heard it.
Right.
He threw a shot
Right.
at Pun and Joe.
Right.
And they was mad about it.
Right.
So he told me, he just pulled me to the side. He was like, yo, Q, tell them niggas it's not all about that. Like,
Right.
it wasn't for that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
I said, all right, I'll let them know. But they
Right.
heard it, they tight, nigga.
Right.
Who
They
said
ain't
it?
trying to
They
really-
tight, because I was cool, like, I'm the cool
Right.
nigga.
Right.
I'm the cool nigga, I'm the first nigga to punch you in your face if my nigga say go.
Right.
But I'm cool, I'm humble with it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Jay was cool.
Right.
Right.
And he just told me that. I was saying, I relate the message, my brother.
Okay.
And I told him, niggas, they ain't changed nothing.
Yeah, like,
They didn't
okay,
change nothing.
whatever.
That just showed the wolves that niggas trembling.
Right.
So that nigga, Joe took that, he put the pressure even more at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, Joe never liked Jay
I know.
back then.
I know. Back then
It was not even a personal situation, he just didn't like it.
I remember.
He didn't believe him. He said, that nigga telling my life story type
Oh,
shit.
shit.
So he was on that with Jay-Z.
Right.
Yeah, man, we was all too like, on it. You know, Joe was saying word, whatever.
Right.
It was more like, don't like that nigga. We all don't like it. So
Right.
I know.
Right.
When my separated
Right.
with them, I know that nigga telling everybody.
Oh,
You better
shit.
fuck with Cuban.
Oh,
So
shit.
that's definitely the black hole I've been talking about.
God damn.
Because I know how it go, you know what I'm saying? And he made a lot more friends since back then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he got a lot of powerful friends, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Sometimes it's the hate sometimes that create the love.
That's a fact. You
That
can't have one
goes
without the
stronger.
other.
Yeah.
You know what I
Duality.
wish?
And it creates beautiful things sometimes. It makes people go through, you know, I got a song in my album called Welcome to the Show. And it's basically about my life story in the music industry, touching general points, but it's also about, you know, the deeper understanding of all these years, how the gratitude. I changed my mind state from me being like showing that side of anger and
Right.
all this shit, and just not letting it go, but taking it in and really doing the knowledge of why the hate so much.
Right.
And you know, it's because some people, you know, they're jealous of
That's a fact.
certain qualities you have.
That's a fact.
It has to be about money. It could be your potential, and they might be scared of you taking over their spot.
Yes.
But I never been on it. You know, I was
Right.
a team player always, and I never wanted to be there.
Right,
I
right,
knew-
right.
I
That
knew my
wasn't even your
position.
thoughts.
You can't
Right.
tell nobody no good news.
But you can't take that. You can't put that into. If the next man has fear of that,
Right, right,
they will
right.
do anything to do
To
that.
stop that from you being
Right.
that person.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, it's just a song about that, and it's a song about letting your past go. You know what I'm saying? And,
That's real. You gotta let that
and
shit
thanking,
go.
because welcome to the show is actually you're welcoming.
That's right.
You're welcoming the biggest enemy, the one who tried to stop you,
Right.
the one who did everything in his power to try to keep you down.
And you
And it's that same energy,
man.
but it's that same energy
yeah,
that you went harder. You're a warrior.
right.
You know, it depends on what story you're telling, but me, it just made me better. It made me concentrate on me more. It made me bring out my talent more. It made
That's
me,
dope.
so thank you.
You needed that.
So
It
thank you.
gave birth to something that
So
was
even
needed.
the haters, you gotta
Right.
think. You gotta
Gotta
think.
think,
For
yeah.
them hating you so much, you know what I'm saying, for the way they judge you,
Mhm.
for hating to love you.
Right.
So it's a beautiful song, man.
Oh my gosh.
And it's on a different level too. It's like some pop shit too. Like
Like you can
It's
see
a
it.
big song.
Right.
it's not just hip hop. It's like it's
Universal.
out there. It's out there. Like you know what I'm saying.
And that's the type of music we need right now, with everything that's going on with this COVID, and you know,
No,
This
it's
is
a
state
good
of
mind that
we
we're
gotta
in.
say thank you to Cuban for coming because
Yes.
it's a wonderful show. It's an hour of Shake 'em Up. It's your motherfucking boy,
That's right.
Shakespeare Rock IT and Cuban Links.
That's right.
and I'm Queen Y.
Thank you for coming on.
But where can we find you at, Cuban? And what do you have going on next? Like,
Well, yeah, I've got me. You can find me in IG.
Okay.
Cuban Link COK. That's where you find me.
okay,
You know, but Facebook Felix Cuban Link Delgado.
okay.
And I'll be everywhere, man. I'm
Okay.
on my Universal Sagittarius shit.
Love it.
So I'm on my journey.
Appreciate
You know, I know you're trying to throw me out right now because you know.
Thank you.
Oh, you got Tiger or somebody?
Thank you.
What do you got? You got
Denzel's coming, so we gotta get him up out.
Denzel? Yo,
Yeah.
this niggas, they too good.
You gonna come back?
Never.
Oh!
Nah, I'll come back, my brother. Anytime you want me, you already know, holla at me. Thank you, Queen.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you, a legend.
Appreciate
Thank
You
y'all
don't
for
know
having
what you did for
But
us.
thank y'all, man. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up,
Shake
shake 'em up, shake 'em up.
shake 'em up.